Wait for these people to come. I think I have one person. Hello, good evening. If you can hear me, you are welcome to the live section. It's been a long time, guys. What's going on? So if you can hear me, please you drop me a comment in the comment section. Nice to meet you all. Okay, so I have 8 people here, so I think we can kickstart the live section. Ejiro, good evening, happy Sunday. Fintech, happy Sunday. Praise, I greet you. Alpha. All right, so a lot of you have been asking me how to monetize your graphic design skills. So I'm bringing somebody to you who will educate you guys on all these things. So let's hold a bit. Though I think I have enough people already, so we can just kickstart. So I'll introduce the person to you guys. He has been on this channel before. So he has something else to offer us. So you guys should just please pay attention and give him all the necessary um audience. So we all learn. You understand? So sorry for not putting that video for a long time. I've been busy this period. Like I have a lot going on. So we'll resume our stuff. All right. So I'm gonna bring in Mr. Abelson to speak to you guys currently. So Mr. Abelson, you're welcome to the studio. So you can introduce yourself. You've been here before, so I know some people might not meet it the first time you came. So over to you, bro.
Good evening, everybody. I thought you guys would clap for me as I'm coming live. You guys will clap for me. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, please identify in the comment section if you can hear me. Okay, nice. Ejiro, thank you. Big TJ, thank you so much. And you guys are welcome. It's Sunday. Um, I was thinking you guys would be at home enjoying your Sunday chicken and all of that. Well, thank you for joining us today in this section. Um, it's going to be a very short class. I have a lot of other things I've jotted down to share with you guys today, and we'll be diving into how graphic designers can strive financially, not just creatively, right? Especially in this period where AI is taking over and designers are in panic mode. So today you'll be walking away with strategies, insights, practical ones, right? And a new mindset, of course, that will help you to grow, monetize your skills, and evolve in this global AI dominance. Some of you have seen me before. My name is Sunday Abelson, and for a couple of years, I've been practicing graphic design, um, brand identity design, and I work with a lot of brands, Nigeria and outside the country, of course. And then I'm a design instructor. Now I'll be sharing my ideas with you guys on how to monetize your skills in this AI age, right? So I want you guys to follow me. If you can hear me, just be saying something in the comment section so that we know that you guys are following. We are how many now? 10, right? So while we wait for others, let's start. Mhm. So we are in the middle of a revolution. If you guys will agree with me, we had tools like ChatGPT, Mid Journey. It was first Mid Journey, then ChatGPT came, then Adobe Firefly, then Canva AI, and then all of them have come together to transform how we create, how we deliver designs, right? And a lot of designers, of course, believe that in some way AI will take their job. Why some believe that AI has come to help them grow. I don't know what you believe, but me, I believe that AI is not taking anything away from us. AI has actually come to help us level up how we design, how we create, how we approach our designs. It will help us save time, in my opinion. AI has come to help us save time, not to take jobs away from us. You understand? So let me take you back a little bit. There has been graphic design for a very long time, even before computer came. Hmm? Before computer, there has been graphic design, and back then, before computer, people use something we call cave painting, right? Cave painting is how do I explain this to you guys? Well, cave painting is when you draw with charcoal, with ruler, no tools that time, nothing like you want to use Photoshop or something. You like ruler, pen, then they move to ink. There's something they call histograph. Histograph was used in Egypt, I guess, where they draw things on the wall, and then from there they move to slate, where you draw. When you draw whatever you want to draw, if it's a party flyer that you want to put out, you draw it the way you want it to be. Then you use ink. So if you make a mistake on that ink, it means that you're going back to redraw it again and then put the ink. So if you are doing 100 copy, you're going to do it like that, 100, before photocopier machines then came, where you can draw one and then they photocopy it back then, right? And then in 1980s, in the 80s, right, computer came, Photoshop, I think it was Illustrator that first came. Illustrator came in 1984, and then CorelDRAW in 1984 as well. Then 1987, Photoshop came, right? Then we had computer. So before that time, it means there has been people creating designs. And then maybe there were people like us who believe that computer will take our jobs away, and they didn't level up. And then people who embraced computer at that time then take jobs away from people who didn't embrace computer. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So people didn't embrace computer that believe that they could be using hands. Their hands could do it better. They could use ruler, they could use pen to just draw, put ink and all of that. Maybe they believed that computer, will not do it better than they were doing, and then computer did. So people who didn't embrace computer at that time, people who embraced computer took their job away. It wasn't computer that took their job. It was people who embraced computer that took their jobs away. You understand? So I'm not saying to you guys now that AI cannot replace you, but people like myself, because if your client brings job to me, I will take it. If they bring your job to me, because I know how to use AI and you don't know how to use AI, then I'll bring your job to me. I will take your job. You understand? So people who embrace AI will take jobs from people who feel AI uh, has come to take their jobs. You understand? And despite all the tools that has come, mm, despite all the tools, there is something that has not changed so far. Name all the tools: ChatGPT, what's it called? Mid Journey, Dell, is it Delhi or whatever? I don't know. There is Whisk now. I enjoy using Whisk, by the way. I enjoy using Whisk. The first time I used Whisk, I I I was working on a design, and then I was making a research, and I saw something that looked similar to the idea I had in my head. So I just copied it, mm, and I took it to Gemini, Google Gemini, to help me break it down, right? And then write me a prompt that we use to generate the image that was used in that design. And then Gemini wrote me a prompt, and I copied the prompt, took it to Whisk, and Whisk generated exactly what I wanted for me. And I was able to use that image in the design. You understand? So now, if you want to make a design now, and something that you see matches the idea that is in your head, you can copy that design from wherever you see it, then take it to ChatGPT, mm, to write you a prompt to create that particular design. I don't know if you guys have tried this before. You take that design, upload it on ChatGPT, tell that ChatGPT to help you create a prompt that will create that design, in itself. Then when you have the prompt, you will now start changing the text. Maybe the design you want to create is ladies' night, a club flyer, right? Ladies Saturday ladies' night. And then the text that is on the flyer that you copied is Ballast Night, right? So when ChatGPT creates that prompt for you, you can now change the text from Ballast Night to Ladies Night, and then ask it to generate the flyer for you. Hmm? You cannot even send an image that you want for ChatGPT to use on that particular design, and it will just come out exactly the way you want it. So when I did that, Hannah asked myself, is AI truly going to take my job? Then I answered, no. AI is not taking my job. However, I'm the one that will level up with AI. Because I've not seen any CEO of a company that will come and sit down that they want to be prompting. We then go to come and prompt AI to generate design. We'll name the company, name the bigger company that comes to your head. Okay, let's not even go that deeper. Let's think of Pella. I think you guys will know Pella, right? With Pella used to go live almost every time. Pella will go live, and before he goes live, he will create a flyer for awareness. Will Pella sit with ChatGPT to help him create flyer that he wants to use for promotion? No. Hmm? A serious minded business person, hmm, who is supposed to focus on something else will not come and sit with their phones or their computer to generate flyer for them. They will need somebody else that will handle that. Hmm? If you are thinking of, let's say, for instance, a real estate company, there are a lot of things going on in Lagos right now that the manager or the CEO will need to attend to. So the CEO will not come and sit with their phone to generate flyer that they will use and promote their products on their page. No, they will need you. They will need you. They will need me to create that flyer, not AI, not them sitting and designing with AI. They will need you and me. So, and if you refuse to embrace AI, your clients will come to me or we go to Jim and we'll take them away from you. You get what I'm saying? If your client come to me, I don't even know you. So I will take your clients away from you, and I will use AI to create the design that they want. You get? So AI will not replace your ideas, cultural impact. Mm-mm. AI will not replace creativity. Creativity is still yours. Even to create a prompt, you need to be creative. That's why if two people create a prompt, they get two different things based on whatever their prompt, instructs. They won't get the same thing. So AI will not replace human insight, will not replace empathy, will not replace creativity. And these things that I mentioned are your superpowers. Your creativity is your superpower. Your insight is your superpower. The empathy that you have to pour into a design, to pour into a prompt, is your superpower. You understand? So AI is powerful, but it lacks the context, the culture, and the soul. And that is where you win. That is where you win. Mm? That is where you, like I said, this live is going to be very short. I'm just going to give you guys some a roadmap, that leads to how you can start making money, regardless of whatever AI is bringing. You understand? So first of all, you don't have to be afraid. You have to be afraid. However, you have to prepare. Mm? The future is not scary to those who prepare. So if you are not prepared, that's where the future looks scary to you. So start preparing now. Start embracing these tools. Start creating stuff with them. You understand? Start creating stuff with them. And before you know it, you're already becoming a pro in that area. Your clients will not come to me. They will stay with you because you are ahead of time, because you are updated, right? Because you are updated. So that is it. The next thing I'm going to share with you guys is how you need to change your mindset right now. You need to change your mindset right now. Some of you still believe that design is a survival skill. Mm-mm. Somebody asked me if I've seen a millionaire that is a designer. I said, yes. Have you seen Jim? But that was a joke. I don't know. However, I've seen designers who have made it big in this country that we are in, Nigeria. Check around you. If you're not in Nigeria, check around you. You will see designers who are great. Donald Trump's logo for his campaign, it was someone that designed it. Do you want to tell me that that person is poor? We have seen designers who are rich, who have made money. So you have to change your mindset from seeing design as a survival skill to seeing it as something that you will do and make money with it. You have to move from a freelancer mindset to an entrepreneurial mindset. If your idea is you want to just create design, collect 2,000, collect 3,000, collect, you will forever remain an average designer. But if you brand yourself, you show yourself in a way that people want to associate this. See, I tell my people something. I said, you don't go for a 20 million naira contract and you are looking like somebody that will run away with 20,000 naira. Should I say that again? You don't go for a 20 million naira contract and you appear like somebody that will run away with 20,000 if they give it to them. Your appearance alone, the way you talk, let your mind be osing design. You get what I'm saying? And that can only happen when you sit yourself down, make research, inject yourself with the trend, with all these things that are coming out. If you are outdated, you will say things that are outdated. If you are updated, you will say things that are recent. Now you understand why 100 people will go for interview and one or none will be employed because the interviewer expects them to say some things that they did not say. I've made recruitment for a lot of companies, who are looking for graphic designers, and I've interviewed people in this life, and I will tell you, we need to do better. We need to do better. If you want your clients to stay with you, you need to do better. You need to start thinking how your design skills you can turn your design skills into an offer, into a system, into a brand. Hmm? You can turn your skills into a brand. Stop trading time for money and start building value through strategy, through products, and through automation. You are not just a designer, you are a brand. You are a brand, not just a designer. Hmm? So, and when you're doing all of this, you will see that all the challenges you have will start shifting themselves. Will start shifting themselves. Your mind is as a result of your exposure. The amount of exposure you have will determine how great your mind becomes. You understand? So by the time you start leveling up, you will see that your challenges will start shifting, right? So start by sharing your story, your transformation story online. You see that people are now creating content now because what I said to a brand a few weeks ago when I was doing their audit, I was telling them that people want to stay in three places where the first place they want to stay is where they are getting giveaways. And that's where you see people like Today Head Not. The account will get banned today and they will come back tomorrow and millions of people will start following them because of the giveaway, right? You start seeing people like Don Jazzy, people will be tagging them online because of giveaway. People want to be there because of what they are getting. That's one. The second place people want to be is where they are learning. You guys are here now, learning. So that's the second place people want to be. You can check all the people online that are teaching now, all those coaches that we say, all those motivational speakers to be precise. You see that they have more followers now because of what people are learning from them. And the third place people want to be is where they are entertained. You see that people have more followers online now. Most of them are comedians. Most of them are content creators because people want to be entertained. People want to laugh. So where do you fall in as a graphic designer? Where do you fall in? You cannot do giveaway. That one is for sure because you're looking for money. However, you need to attract people. So you need to find a way to tell your story in a way that will be funny, one, and will be entertaining. It will be entertaining, rather, to be entertaining and it will be educative. So when you combine those two, you will see that people will see through you and they want to associate themselves with you. They will believe you that, okay, if I give my work to this person will do it well. Because they believe that you have the knowledge, because you're interacting, you're creating content, you're beginning to see design as a way to grow, to build a brand, not a way to survive. You understand? So I want you to shift your mind. I want you to change your mindset from this night to start changing your mindset. If it requires you to start creating content, create content. Show people behind the scene. How did you come up with these designs? Show people, show them, post it on your TikTok, post it on your Instagram, post it anywhere. Post it anywhere. You can post it on YouTube as well. You understand? So that is that. And sharing with you how you can make money, I think that's like the most straightforward thing that you come across this night. That I believe you already know. You understand? So, but I will share a few with you. And that's the first one is service-based income. Service-based income. This is like the direct route. Everybody is doing that right now. Where you offer clients or designs, logo, branding, UI, UX, or social media kits. We have a lot of people now online that say they are doing this social media stuff. They will go to brands, send them a DM or send an email that, okay, well, I will create 10 design for you this week or this month at this also rate. There's a time I used to do that. I would go to people's DM, any brand that I think I want to work with. I'll just go to their DM or go to their official mail and send them. Sometimes I will copy a design on their page, redesign it, and send it to them that I can create this kind of beautiful designs for you every month for this also amount. And there were people turning up. So you can do the same, and then you can start looking for clients locally. Your LinkedIn is a very powerful tool, and a lot of designers are not using it. Your LinkedIn is very powerful. Share your designs there, share your story, say something that will position you as an authority in that field. Say something that will make people believe that you know this work, you sabi. No worry. You understand? There is Fiverr, there is Upwork. Show your work. Show your work. I don't want to believe that some of you are like me when I was growing up. We started design a very long time ago. And that time, you hardly see resources like this. You see, now you can come to Jim's YouTube and you see tutorials and you start learning. Back in like 2013, 14, 15, no resources anywhere. Internet was just coming up. Nobody had time to create. Nobody even had that knowledge to create designs for YouTube because the world was just moving. Everything changed when COVID-19 started. People moved online. You understand? People moved online. But before that time, you hardly see, I'm talking of 2014 to 2016, you hardly see people creating tutorials online. It's only text-based that you see. But now you guys have, or you have all these resources you can use to start practicing, to start building your portfolio. You understand? And one thing I would recommend to you guys is create a niche for yourself. Create a niche for yourself. Do you want to be a brand identity designer? Be it. Start creating brand. You don't have to wait for clients to come before you create a brand identity. Go online. Go to ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT to give you a fictional brand name. To give you a fictional brief. And then when you get the brief from ChatGPT, you can even use ChatGPT to brainstorm, to generate mock-ups, to generate mood boards. Then you create it and put it in your portfolio. Post it online. Post it on Behance. Post it on Pinterest. Post it, share your work. Create a portfolio that you can send to people when they call for it. You understand? You should have a link to your portfolio on your phone that when people ask for it, you just go to your phone, copy it, and send to them. So if you don't have a portfolio, how then do you want people to reach out to you? How then do you want people to trust you that you can do the job when they cannot see anything that you've done online? And I know what is wrong with some of you. You feel you are not enough. You feel you don't know it's enough. But let me tell you, there is somebody that is waiting for you to make that post, regardless of how the design looks. It may not look fine to you, but when you post it tomorrow, next tomorrow, you post it every day. There is somebody that will come and say, okay, I want you to design for me. So if you don't show your work, nobody will see it. So you can use ChatGPT to generate mobile, like I said, create a copy for yourself, create proposals, and a whole lot more. But first of all, niche down your work. If you want to design logos, start creating logos. If you want to do editorial designs where you do company profiles, brochures, Start creating them now. Let people know that this is what you're doing. You understand? Let them call you that company profile guy. Let them call you that brochure guy. Let them call you that logo guy. Hmm? There is someone on Facebook that I've been following, Tola in his name. They call him Logo King. That's what he's known as because he creates logos. They call him Logo King. So let someone call you that too. Hmm? If it's social media flyer that you want to focus on, let people know you as somebody that design social media flyers and they start referring to you as such. Then you're creating a name for yourself and then they will start referring you. You start getting known and you start making money. So that is the first one, service-based income, where you render service to people and they give you money. I think I've shared with you how you can share your work, Upwork, LinkedIn, Instagram, and then you have to be consistent. It's not that you share today, you have one like, and tomorrow, because of that one like, you give up. You understand? You give up because of one like. Sabino started with 3 likes, and see him today. You understand? That time, maybe people were seeing him as somebody that was not funny, or maybe he was seeing himself as somebody that was not funny, just like you are seeing yourself as somebody who is yet to master graphic design now. Maybe you're seeing yourself as somebody that doesn't know design now. You understand? Whereas you already have these skills. Show it. Show us. Let us see it. Hmm? Let us see what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? So, number 2 is productizing your skills. When you turn your skills to products. There are people online selling Canva templates. There are people that have studied how to create mock-up and they are now selling mock-ups. There are people that are selling infographics. There are people that are creating fonts and now selling fonts. If you go to Free Pick now, you will see people creating designs and posting it there. If you go to Gumround, you see people creating design and posting it there. If you go to Etsy, for example, do you know that you can create something and put it on a shirt and sell it on Etsy? Etsy will help you do the packaging. You don't even have to be there. Just design it, put it on a shirt, post it on Etsy. People will go there and order the shirt. They will order the shirt. Etsy will do the packaging for them. Etsy will do the printing. You don't have to be there. Etsy will do the printing and they will deliver it to the person. And you will get your money, just like uh, Amazon is doing. You know, people that are publishing books now, people are publishing books, they are writing stories. They don't have to be there. Amazon will print the book and deliver it to the person. And you just be in your house and collecting the money. That's Etsy. That's how Etsy works. And then there is creative market. There's Envato element. So you can put your work out there, sell them, and get money. You don't have to stress yourself. There is this AI, this thing that is coming. Study it. When you study how to use AI, create content around it, package it, share it online. You understand? If you post it on places like Udemy or Coursera or Creative Market, like I said, people will go there, buy it, you receive money in your house. So use AI to generate ideas, create variations of anything that you want to create, and then you start showing it, and then you start posting it. You understand? Start creating something. Start as your rendering service. Start creating a product. That's 1 and 2. Rendering service and creating a product. And then the very last one I'll be sharing with you is Like I mentioned before, three places that people want to be: entertainment, giveaway, and what again? Education. So the third one is related to education. Create education and community. You can see what Jim is doing, right? On YouTube. He's creating content, he's building a community on YouTube. Mm? You can start your own, and once you are monetized, YouTube starts paying you. The thing is, you might start with designing, and on the long run, another thing will come to your head. See people like Chris Do, who started as a brand identity designer, was creating content for YouTube, and then he built himself to be a global brand strategist. So he talked less about design, even though he started creating content with designing. Then he's now talking about branding and brand strategy, talking about marketing now. So you to start creating educational content, start building a community. Your community will bring clients to you. Your community will bring people who will patronize you, will pay you. You understand? The more people you are reaching, the more potential clients are coming your way. So see your experience as a product. See your experience as something you can offer. Somebody can just sit down and tell how they started graphic design, how they've been able to build till this moment, and then they will package it and sell it to people just to motivate them. You can do same, but you cannot do it now. You need to start by, first of all, learn how to use these softwares, learn how to use AI, then combine them together. Then you are unstoppable. You're unstoppable. So when you're ready, you can use your AI to script your course, to generate ideas. You can even use AI to edit video now, to edit video content. You understand? There are a lot of brands that are paying for clarity sessions because they are looking for somebody that will help them strategize and build their brand. They are looking for people with unique perspectives. And then there is you. Hmm? A lot of brands will die because you refuse to level up. I don't know if you get that. A lot of brands, a lot of businesses will go down because let me pick somebody's name. Bakari Olamiji. A lot of brands will go down because Bakari Olamiji has refused to level up. You understand? So you're asking what type of products can you do? You can create a graphic design bundle. Like I've mentioned, there are a lot of courses on Udemy. There are people creating it. You understand? There are a lot of products on Creative Market. Go to Creative Market and search. I've explained how you can create products in Etsy. You understand? I've explained how you can build your profile in Etsy, in Gumround, in Creative Market. Go there, make research, see what people are creating, then create your own. You understand? You can offer social media kits to businesses online. Design for them. Start sending DMs to businesses. Don't just wait, hoping they will come and meet you. Mm-mm. Create designs on your page, then start entering into their DMs and telling them how you can help them build their pages to be better than it is. Because people want to see solutionists, they want to see builders. They don't want to see people that just want to survive. They want to see people who are doing business. You understand? So let's start creating something. You understand? Leverage, create content. Content is the new currency, man. Content is the new currency. No matter where you're creating it. If you have audience on TikTok, TikTok will pay you. If you have audience on Facebook, Facebook will pay you. If you have audience on YouTube, YouTube will pay you. Imagine doing that. You're creating content, you have a product, a graphic design product that you're selling, you have a YouTube account that you're building, and you're still rendering services to people. Tell me how you will not make money. Tell me how you are not a millionaire already. So you have to build your brand, become an authority in your field, and over time, it will lead to brand collaborations, affiliate revenue, and more client inquiries. I hope I've been able to educate you this night on how you can use your skills as a graphic designer to make money in this AI or era. Hmm? So you need to collaborate with AI. Don't compete. You don't have to compete. You use AI as your partner, not a threat. Use ChatGPT to write proposal, to write captions, to write email, to generate design ideas, generate mood boards, mm, and build on your own creativity to create something better. You understand? So AI has come to make our job much less stress. You understand? Because jobs that used to take hours before, you can use AI to just create something, to generate ideas, and it will be faster, and clients will love it. Mm? Clients love speed, so they will love it, and that is it. So this time, I'm giving you this your toolkit for the AI era, your creative tools, which are Photoshop, CorelDRAW, Illustrator, or whatever software you are using. That's your tools. Then business tools, which is your pricing model, your strategic thinking. mm, And then you need AI tools for productivity, for boosters, for automation. Don't just be skilled. Don't just be skilled. Skill is not enough. Be stacked. Be stacked. And that is what the world needs. Right? So build your brand, pay for people, brands pay for designers they can trust. Let people trust you. To become that, you have to pick a niche, like I said. If your own is that you want to start creating flyers for real estate companies, start messaging real estate companies from this night. You understand? But before you start messaging them, make sure you already have designs, a lot of designs around real estate. You understand? Make sure you have designs around real estate. Start reaching out to real estate companies. If your own is beauty, start reaching out to beauty brands. If your own is tech, start reaching out to tech brands. Me, I have a dream brand I want to work with. I will not tell you guys. The brand is so big. It's not a Nigerian brand. I want to work with them. And I've been sending them DMs. I've been sending them emails. You understand? So when they call me, I'll post it, you guys will see it. I will tell Emmanuel to help me post it to you guys. So that you will see that I'm not joking. So let people trust you first of all. Trust is currency. Mm? Your vibe attracts your tribe. I don't know if you get that. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Don't just chase money. Build reputation. Build a brand people can trust. And you will see that money will start following you, not you chasing money around. Right? So your action plans for this night, before we open the this thing, you guys will start asking questions. Your action plan for this night is pick a monetization model. Is it services you want to be rendering first? Is it products you want to build? Maybe you already have all the knowledge you need around graphic design. You already master the AI tools. So you want to start creating products, start recording tutorials, start documenting your experience, start packaging them. You understand? If it's content you want to create, start with TikTok. Start creating content. Show people how you create your design, how your day goes. Show them the process of everything you're doing. People will start following you. They will start subscribing to your YouTube, start building your Instagram account. Then create a portfolio for yourself. That's number two. Mm? Create a portfolio for yourself. After you've picked your monetization model, services, products, content, build your portfolio. Even if it is your personal project that no client owns, that you go to ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT to copy to generate brief for you. ChatGPT will give you name of companies that are not existing. You just create design for them. If it's logo you want to design logo for brands that are not existing. You understand? Don't wait for clients to come and meet you that they want to design logo before you show them what you've got. Build a portfolio for yourself. You understand? Then you need to set up a storefront, like I mentioned before. Fiverr, Gumroad, Upwork, Creative Market. You need to create a storefront. As simple as that. Create a storefront for yourself where you will be putting your work for clients to see. People are making it big on Fiverr this period. People are making it big on Upwork. So you are the only one that is left behind. Hmm? So and then use AI tools weekly to improve your output. If you don't know anything about AI, this is the time to start researching them. You can, before you go out every day, you can wake up around 5 and say, okay, oh, this first 1 hour of my day, I want to dedicate it to learning new AI tool. Maybe you want to do it like that 2 times in a week. You learn about one AI tool in 1 week, about another one in the second week, and you start using them. And as you're using them, you're sharing your journey online. Hmm? I met the lady in May. Oh, she just finished her digital marketing course, and then she said she wants to start her life afresh, and she wants to carry her followers along for 30 days. And then everything that she does every day to improve herself, she will share it online. Now she has moved to a new apartment from creating content. She has gathered about, I think, 15K followers on TikTok. You understand? There's one lady too, Adeife, who organized 30 days challenge for people who are looking for a remote job. She asked them to start creating content, 30 days content straight. And people were posting that content every day and they were getting connected. You can do same. The idea is for you to be seen, for you to be called, and be paid. So I'm challenging you today. Take bold steps. Hmm? Take bold steps and don't just stop at learning. Learn, then create. One problem that I had when I was starting out is that when I learn, I don't create. And even till some recent days, when I watch tutorials online, I don't create. I just watch them. You watch them, you will think, oh, I already know it. Because you watch it. Because you watch the tutorial, you think uh, uh you've already mastered it. Mm-mm. Mastering comes when you're creating. So don't just learn, create. So my final words to you guys is that this is not the end of design. It is a new beginning. Hmm? AI is not the emergence of AI is not the end of design. It is a new beginning. AI is a multiplier. It rewards speed and strategy. So you have to leverage now than never before. You understand? So revenge your hustle. Don't just work smart. Hmm? So I'm opening the floors now. If you have a question that you want to ask me, if you have questions that you want to ask, you can start dropping them. And then myself and Jim will try our best to make sure that we answer your questions.
All right. So guys, thank you, Mr. Evelson, for your quality knowledge you passing to us. So guys, um, I can see some questions there. So if you have a question, please, you can feel free to drop it in the comment section. So I'll read it out to him, but he will actually see it. I'll reach out to him to explain any questions, to enlighten you on any aspects you're not familiar with or you have questions. Please drop your comments in the comment section. So we kick it off from there. And okay, Rema is asking how to create a product design.
How to create a product design. I will ask you again, what can you offer right now as a person, as a designer? Because for you to be asking this question, I believe you've mastered graphic design already. You understand everything that is trending already. So if you have built yourself that you can offer something, eh, you can sit down, set your phone, start recording it. Hmm? Start recording it. If this tutorial you want to create, download OBS. OBS is a screen recording app. Start recording that tutorial. You understand? So when you record it, then now put all your recordings together in a zip file. In a zip file, then you can start selling on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook for beginners. You can create a beginner's guide on how to start a graphic design in 2025. Do you understand that? You can create tutorials. You don't have to post it on YouTube like Jim. Maybe you want to sell your own, you want to put your own as a product. You can package it and start selling it online. You understand? But know that you must have shown a level of commitment to your work by constantly putting out your work. So when you put out your work so much, people now see that, oh, this guy is Sabio. This guy knows this work. I want to learn from him. Then you can now send link to buy the product to them. If you go on Seller right now, you will see a lot of graphic design courses. You see a lot of graphic design courses and they are selling it. So if you want to buy from them, you pay. There is this guy at Geneza School of Designs. Every day I'll see her adverts on my Instagram. Do you want to learn graphic design? Come and register at Geneza Graphic School of Design, and we'll teach you how to create design. You want to learn Illustrator? I always see her this thing, her adverts. So it can be you. Nothing is stopping you from creating that kind of product that people will buy and pay you for, right? And then you can sell merchandise like shirts. Mm? You can create something that can be printed on shirts. Create something that can be printed on shirts. You just go to Etsy, like I mentioned, post it there. Etsy will help you do the runaround. They will help you do the printing. If anybody orders it, they will help you do the printing and sell it to the person, and they will pay you. They will just remove small commission, and they will pay you. You understand? And they will pay you. So a lot of ways you can create products around what you've learned already, and then you become a millionaire in 2 days.
All right, so Christopher is asking, please list the website we can put our work on. I think he mentioned something like that, but if you can try and release the website where they can post their jobs, that'll be awesome.
First of all, make sure you've already started building your followership on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. mm? Make sure you've started to build your followership. People already know you. So, like I said, eh, can you hear me? I think my network just. Can you hear me? Okay, I think so. I think so. So I mentioned Fiverr. If you want to render a service-based business, like you want to start getting a service-based income, I mentioned Fiverr. I mentioned Upwork. I mentioned what did I mention again? I use Fiverr very well. I use Upwork, you know, and then I use I mentioned Gumroad, right? And I mentioned Creative Market. There's Creative Markets where you can post your designs and people will buy it. People will buy templates. You understand? Even that template is also a product. Creating template for people to buy. As much as you have free stuff to download on free pick, there are more premiums than free why is it named free pick save when it's premium? So there are more premiums here than free resources, and people are buying them. You understand? So I mentioned Gumroad. Gumroad is Gum. Okay, Gumroad. 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 There is Etsy. Etsy is Etsy. You understand? You can Google them. You can look them up. You understand? So that's it. But most importantly, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, because that's where you have more people, who will get to see your work. You understand? So shoot me more questions.
All right. No, so much, bro. Is asking, how do I start my design career? So please.
Who is that person? Please mention the name again. Okay, Shinon. So Maxwell, how can you start? Okay, good. How do I start to design? Start by picking a tool. What tool are you good with? If you are good with CorelDRAW, I know a place where you can learn CorelDRAW from beginning to the end. Jim has posted about 270 something videos. You can't tell me that 200, 270 something videos is not enough for you. So watch all the videos, practice them. When you practice them, you become a master. You understand? Don't just watch them. The problem we have in this generation is that we watch tutorials thinking they will sink into us. So when we get to system, we'll perform abracadabra and we'll start creating design. No. As you're watching it, there are materials attached to each tutorial that he posts online. So use those materials to create what you're seeing, what you're learning. From there, you're becoming a master of it. And then when you master it, you can now start rendering it as a service, like I've explained in the past. But first of all, try by learning a tool, CorelDRAW, Photoshop, Illustrator, pick one, two, and then that's how to start. When you master it, you can start making money.
All right. So thank you very much, Mr. Ebelson. So Christopher is asking, how can I upgrade my design skill?
How to upgrade your design skills. See, nothing happens overnight. Let me first of all tell you that. Nothing happens overnight. Everything happens because you invest in it. If you don't invest in your learning, you may think you're slow, you may think or you're not improving. By investing, I don't mean your money, even though you can invest money too to buy designs. But time, mm, when you create time for learning, you'll be able to measure growth. But if you don't create time for learning, it will be hard for you to grow. You understand? It'll be hard for you to grow. Create time. Me, I like to work early in the morning, like very early. I wake up, I want to learn anything before I start, answering my clients. Whatever I want to learn, I like to learn in the morning. So the first 2 3 hours of every morning, I'm learning new stuff that will help me improve. So I don't just watch tutorials. I create. When I create, my hand gets stronger. My hand gets better every time that I learn. Every time that I create, my hand gets stronger. So practice more. Recreate designs. Go on Facebook. There are a lot of graphic designers on YouTube that have been designing for 19 you understand? So see their designs, recreate it. Recreate, don't stop until you recreate it. You understand? You can copy Jim's design, then sit down, get materials somewhere, recreate it. You get that point? So by the time you start recreating other beautiful designs, you see that your hand will getting stronger and you're mastering it. And then when you're mastering it, make sure you're talking about it. That's why I say you should create content. What you cannot teach, eh? So somebody will say, if you cannot buy it 2 times, you cannot afford it. So if you cannot teach it, you don't know it. You understand? So that's why I said, start building your social media account and start showing your process. You understand? When you start showing your process, you are not only learning, as you're learning, people are coming, clients are coming. You understand? Me, I have clients who started with me when I just began in 2015, 2016. I had clients from that time who are still with me. So if I want people to talk about my design journey now, I'll just call them. They have what to say. I won't lie to you. Because you don't want to see my design at that time. You get? So they have a lot to say about my work because they believed me right from that time. If I had not started sharing my work that time, maybe they wouldn't have seen it. I wouldn't have known them. But because I was sharing my design that time, they get to know me and they get to build with me. You understand? So start copying designs and recreating them. And when you're recreating them, start putting them in your portfolios, right? So that when people ask for your designs, you can send it to them.
All right. Sam on Christopher, he's still asking a question. He said, "Must a graphic designer learn how to edit photos?"
Yes. Because if you don't learn how to edit photos, how do you make your design fine? And even now, there are a lot of online apps that can help you do all of that. There is Canva that can help you increase resolution. Does Canva increase resolution? Yes. Canva will help you increase resolution of your image. There is a remove.bg that can help you remove background and then increase the resolution of the image. There are new Photoshop tools that you can also use to increase to adjust your pictures. So you need to learn to adjust your pictures. If you can't adjust your pictures, there's no way you create a fantastic design. Poor pictures will bring ugly designs, no matter how you apply your graphic design principles, no matter how you use your elements. Hmm? Sometimes, hey, this story I want to tell you is a very long time ago that I create a design. If you look at that design on the system, very fine. It was a very nice design, but the picture was not good. The picture was not nice, and the client expected me to work on the picture. So immediately I finish design. I just sent it to my guys in Shomolu for printing. and they printed it. I did not see the work. I just sent this patch rider to pick it and deliver it to the client. The next call that I received was, send me my money back. I don't want to print again. Send me my refund. Just because the picture was not nice. And it was the clients who gave me the pictures. So you need to learn to edit pictures so that your work will pop. That's the word. So that your work will pop. There are a lot of designs that you, as a designer, there's a lot of designs that you will make that you will not post because the pictures are not good. So me, I want to create designs that I can share online. So that's why I will need to work on my pictures to make sure that they are shareable.
All right. Okay. So that's a nice one. Though, to add to that, Christopher, normally you have to know how to edit pictures. Do you understand? Because a client can send you a picture for you to work with, and believe me, it will come in a low resolution. Do you understand? So you need to learn how to do it. There are a lot of AI tools that can help you on that if you don't want to go on the long process. But that's why I always tell you guys, every software have its own use. You understand? Every software have its own use. So you need to know how to use them. You understand? So if you're learning CorelDRAW, also know how to use Photoshop. You understand? That's why I always tell you guys that I know how to use Photoshop to edit my pictures, and I use CorelDRAW to design. Do you understand? So you need all those things. All right. Warrior is asking a question. He said, "What's the industry software for graphic design, and why is CorelDRAW more here than other country?" Okay. So Emerson, over to you.
I'll be straightforward with you, right? There are industry standard tools, and there are tools that can get the job done. Most of the time, when employers put out job, what's it called? What do they call it? When they put out vacancy, they put on it that they need somebody that can use Illustrator and Photoshop. But if you can use CorelDRAW and Illustrator does the same thing. No client or no employer will come and sit with you and watch you design, especially when you are doing remote. Even at the office, when I used to do 9 to 5, my employers will not come and sit with me and say they want to design with me. I use CorelDRAW. You get? And CorelDRAW is not only here. If you go outside the country, you will see that people are actually using CorelDRAW more. You get? So people use CorelDRAW more. A lot of these designers too, they use CorelDRAW, but because they want to feel among, they will come online and lie to you guys that they use Photoshop, they use Illustrator. But I will say the truth to you, industry standard, people often move towards Illustrator and Photoshop. You understand? But if you can use CorelDRAW, eh, you can use Illustrator. You can create whatever Illustrator is creating because they are both vectorization tools that you can use. What's it called? Is it vectorization? Is it vector 2? These are vector, Sha. You understand? VECTOR, vector tools. You get what I'm saying? So anyone that your hand touches, make sure you master it. You understand? Nobody is stopping you from being an industry giant if you master one, two. So just master it well. If it's Photoshop you want to use it well. If it's Illustrator, use it well. If it's CorelDRAW, use it very well. See, when we are sitting down and talking about which software is better, AI is creating designs that you don't even have to stress yourself about the tools. So who is asking you which tool is AI using? Which tool is ChatGPT using to create designs? Which tool is Midjourney using? Some photographers will take photo. They will say if you are not using Lightroom, you are not a photographer. Some video editors they will shoot video. They will say if you are not using DaVinci Resolve, you are not a good videographer. You are not a good editor. But which app is VO3 using to create videos? Nobody asks. Nobody knows. So don't let that bother you at all. Whatever tool your hand touches, master it very well. Whichever one is easier for you, master it very well. You could hear Jim was telling you that he can use Photoshop and he can use Corel Draw. You understand? So for maybe for industry's sake, you want to learn something that you want to belong. When they are talking, you want to talk or something like that. I don't know. I'm indifferent. I'm telling you. So I just want to create design that is functional, that solves real life problems. Mm? Instead of joining them to argue which product is which software is better or not. But I will tell you for a fact, whatever your hand touches, just make sure you can use it very well. And that's what I will leave you with.
All right. Thank you very much. To add up to what he's saying, okay. See, let me tell you something. One thing about this software thing, I've had clients I've worked for in US. I've worked for a client in UK, South Africa, and I think, yeah. Let me tell you something. All the designs I did for them is correct. Do you understand? And I always send raw file to them after payment. So nobody will still come and ask you why are you not using Adobe to design it, or why are you not using this to design it. Do you understand? Because if um if I'm designing with CorelDRAW, for instance, the way I use CorelDRAW, nobody will come and ask me why am I not designing with CorelDRAW. As far as you're giving out results, you understand, your output is okay, your design is okay, your client is satisfied, then I see no reason why you should be bothered what software you're using. Even if Canva can give you the same output, I think you should, go ahead with it. You understand? Just go ahead with it. It's nobody will do anything. It's just that some clients will be like, okay, they some companies, if they want to employ, they'll be like, okay, you should master. You have to have the knowledge of Adobe, Photoshop, Illustrator, all that. But a lot of graphic designers uses CorelDRAW. Do you understand? They use CorelDRAW, but like you said, if they want to feel along, they'll be like, okay. But I've seen designers that use Photoshop are not good in Illustrator. I've seen Illustrator designers that are not good in Photoshop. So, my brother, use what is cool for you as far as you can give out the best to your client and your client is happy. You understand? So, no big deal. So, the next question here is from Christopher. He said, I'm 10 months old in graphic design and I have never had any client before because I don't know how to meet clients.
Am I backstage? Okay, I'm on stage now.
All right,
Your 10 months. That's 10 months is not small. It's not small. From this night, Christopher, start documenting your process online. Hmm? Start creating content. I want you to look at a designer you want to be like. Hmm? Somebody you want to be like and model after them. If that person, look for everywhere you can find that person. If you can find them on Behance, if you can find them on Instagram, on Facebook, model whatever they are doing. If they are sharing their work, if they are sharing 5 designs in a week, you share 3 in a week online. So if you are learning graphic design, clients will not know that you are learning graphic design. People will not know that you're learning graphic design until you start displaying what you're designing. How many times do you post in a week? How many times do you post in a month? Hope you are not the type that you post twice in a month and you're expecting clients. Whereas there are designers on TikTok who are dancing. They are dancing. You understand? There are designers on Behance who post 3 times in a week. Somebody posted on Facebook a few days ago that they had 100,000 views on their Behance post. 100,000. You know how many clients that 100,000 would have given him? So if you don't post, people will not see it. So everything is happening online now. Everything is happening online right now. So before, employers will put, if there is a vacancy in a company these days, they will print it on newspaper, and you will see people on newspaper stands checking for jobs, right? But now it's online. How many people are you sending your portfolio to? How many companies have you sent your portfolio to? And let me even ask, do you even have a portfolio? So within that 10 months, you should have a portfolio. So create a portfolio, start sending it to companies that you think you can work with. Real estate companies is very dope these days. Look for tech companies, look for beauty companies, send your portfolio to them. I can create design for you. I can do this for you. Look at my work. If it requires you dancing on TikTok, dance, oh my brother. Dance, oh. As far as it's going to bring clients to you, it's going to bring money, just do it. Nike.
You
You
understand?
understand?
All right, so thank you very much, Mr. Abelson. So to add up to what he said, Christopher, there's this guy on my neck for almost a week now. He sent me an email requesting to be designing all my thumbnails for my YouTube videos. Do you understand? So to me, if I'm interested in his service, I reach out to him. Do you understand? I'll request for his service and pay for it. You get. So believe me not, I'm not the only person he has reached out to for such to render such service to. You understand? You can reach out to people, go to people's DM, tell them. Somebody sent me a DM yesterday. He said um he revamped people's Instagram accounts. If I want him to revamp my Instagram account or maybe play around it, change some captions and do all that I should let him know. And charges this and that, this and that. So these are how you can get clients. You have to reach out to people to um let them know what you do. You get. Somebody from the US also reached out to me. He's a digital marketer. He said he wants to work on my SEO. You understand? So he gave me his bills and all that. So these are, see, don't feel too big to reach out to people who, you understand? Like me, I started in a cyber cafe. That's how I started. I think the first brochure I designed was I think that was 4 or 5 years back. I designed it for somebody, and that brochure gave me a job, a 9 to 5 job. I did that job for a couple of 4 years, and I left to another one, which currently I work for myself. Do you understand? So, and I do freelancing for other companies and all that. So I still have customers that comes to me for jobs in terms of brochures and all that. So you see, your work will speak for you out there. A client I did funeral brochure for, people now know me as funeral brochure guy. That funeral brochure guy, like what he said, that people should know you as that flyer guy, or that, you understand? Get a niche, get something you're good at. You understand? There's no brochure or magazine you bring for me now that I will not kill it. You get? So ideas come, and when it comes, I give it to you. So my work that I give to you will still speak for me tomorrow. This man I did a funeral program for, as I was saying before. He said I should include my tag, that's my phone number and all that in the backup. I don't. Let me tell you the truth. I don't even do it. Like all those people, you when you're reading a magazine or anything, you see the designer's tag somewhere around that. Me personally, I hardly do it. Sometimes it will skip my mind. I'll just forget to put it and I'll just send it to the client. But still, when other clients see it, they still reach out and say, okay, see, this year alone I've done, if I'm not exaggerating, I've done more than 4 funeral designs, brochures, branding. I've done more than 4. Do you understand? So it's not as if we are praying for people to die, oh, but there are a lot of people in the mortuary. So the family will still reach out to us to give their family member a befitting burial by giving them something to have memory about their loved one. Do you understand? So you have to put out your work. Don't just sit on the back of your computer and be liking people's stuff on Instagram and think that the client will reach out to you. You have to start somewhere. Like I told you, I started from a cyber cafe, and it's a story for another day. Sha. Do you understand? So it's something you should start. You get, just start putting your work out there. Even though if it's flyer you're good at, just keep doing it. Reach out to brand and say, okay, I can design this, so let me do. If you let's assume you bring out your time in a day and message maybe 50 people or 10 companies in Nigeria or abroad, anywhere, anyone that replies, there's no how you will not get a reply. Not everybody will like your service, Sha. Let me tell you the truth. Not everybody will like it. So you have to reach out. You understand? So it's not only we Nigerians. Me, I'm telling you, I can show you guys the email. A white man reached out to me that he wants to work on my SEO, and he was giving me his rate card and all that. So it's not only us. Abroad too, they hustle. Do you understand? They are hustling there too. Creatives are there, they are hustling. So don't think as if we are here, we are just we no, they know better past us. So you can still do it. You understand? So that's it. Start somewhere, post your work out there, and believe me that I think there's this guy in Ghana. He uses Fiverr and he gets a lot of clients in Fiverr. Me, I've tried Fiverr, but I've not seen a single client. But you see Instagram, Jesus, Instagram. Since I started doing this brochure magazine design of a thing, you know, there's something I noticed about funeral jobs that I had to change the narrative or how people design it that made my own pattern stand out. That people have to start reaching out to me. Me, if somebody tell me that I will do a job today worth millions, I won't believe it. Do you understand? So there are narratives we've changed before that people just come bring funeral jobs and all you just see is text, and all that. And in the middle, they will put one spreadsheet of all the memory pictures and all that, photo gallery and all that. But I changed the narrative. When you carry on any of my funeral design, you will be forced, you'll be tempted to flip to the next page because it's not the regular one, but it's expensive. You understand? So you have to get something that you are good at. If it's flyer, even though it's business card, you can design very well. Business card. Look for brands and tell them, boss, this business card you're holding, I can do something better, something presentable. Pitch something to him, and you will see he will buy your idea and pay you to design and get for you to get something better for him. You understand? So that is it. There are people that can see. Let me tell you, there can people that can just sell pain. You see pain, they can sell it to you just with their word of mouth. They can convince you to just change the pain you're using to buy their own. Do you understand? So, bro, you can still do it. So that is it, bro. I think that is the last question I have here. If you still have any question to drop in the comment section before I call it a day or I call it a night, please do so. Tech next, nice to meet you from Kenya. Nice to meet you. So, Mr. Everson, if you have anything to add to us before we go, I would appreciate. So, guys, if you want to follow him, you can go to his YouTube page and have more of his work. All right. So the handle is Zero Box Studios on YouTube. So you can follow him on YouTube and just check it out. So, Mr. Everson, if you have anything for us, please go ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for joining us this night. I hope you are sending our Sunday chicken. I know some of you are eating your chicken as you're watching the video, so send our Sunday kitchen across, our Sunday chicken across to us. And I want to thank you guys for joining us. I'm very certain, I'm very sure that this is not the end of design. This is just a stage where we get to sit tight, we get to learn more, we get to do better jobs. You understand? And AI has come to help us to achieve all of that. Like I mentioned, that back in the days, people were using cave paintings. The only tools they had that time was ruler, pen, and ink. And if you're drawing, after drawing, you now start putting inks, and then you make mistake. You need to start drawing again. You understand? You need to start drawing again. There was no computer, nothing. And then computer came, and people who embraced computer replaced people who did not embrace computer. And then we moved to when Corel Draw and Illustrator first came in 1984. People started designing them. Photoshop came in 1987, and then design began to grow. You get, there were no resources, nobody shares anything. The only place you get clients that time is on the road, in the offices. Places you get job uh newspaper stands. That's where you get jobs back then. But now everything is online. So if you are creating, bring your jobs online, bring them online. You don't have to design and leave it on your system. You don't have to design and just put it there for only you to see. Mm-mm. Bring them online. Let people see it. So there is this Eternal Reality TV. You said you like ideas on whatever. Okay, whenever you're given a job. Okay, you just posted it. The thing with we designers, especially we young ones, let me say we young ones, is that when we are given a job, the first thing we think of is our system. The first thing we think of is CorelDRAW, is Photoshop, is Illustrator. We just want to jump and start moving and start clicking and start designing. No. Hmm? There is a space for research. There is a space for conceptualization. When you think of the concept, thinking alone will take you hours. When you sit down to conceptualize your work, then If nothing is coming, that is when you start researching. That is when you start researching. See, it's not much easier now. It is very, very easy now that whatever comes to your mind, you can go on ChatGPT, type it, and it will elaborate it for you. It will explain it to you. You understand what I'm saying? ChatGPT will help you explain, break everything down, whatever comes to your mind. If you want it to generate picture representation of what you type, of what you prompted, it can generate it for you. Make research. There is nothing that you want to design that somebody else has not done before. Is it company profile? Somebody has designed company profile before. Is it real estate flyer? Somebody has designed real estate flyer before. So how do you see it? Go online. There are a lot of designs on Pinterest. Go on Pinterest, make research. If you check my Pinterest now, you will see mood boards, yakpa, because every project I work on have their own mood board. I have mood board on Pinterest. I have the one that is saved on my device, on my system for every project. So the idea is to combine all the ideas, all the things I see in each of the designs in my mood board, to combine all of them together to create something that stands out. So if I want to design a flyer for a real estate company, and in my mood board, I have 10 different designs there. The idea is for me to combine everything I picked in that 10 design to create something unique for myself. So research, brainstorm. Don't just jump on your computer and start designing. Make research, think. You understand? So when you do that,
So
you
when
see
you do
that
that, you
ideas
see
go
that
just they
ideas
flow for your head. You go just they flow like water.
All right. Thank you very much. So I'll add just a few to Eternal Reality TV. What you asked. All right. I have a I have a job I'm designing today. Right. Is an anniversary, not a burial. It's an anniversary wedding anniversary magazine. I started the cover page this morning, and it took me more than 5 hours to get the exact thing I'm looking for. More than 5 hours looking for resources and all that. You understand? The idea doesn't just come. You get, if you have a job and you don't have the inspiration to work on it at that point, sometimes leave it and take a walk, do something, do some social activities. You can play game, watch movies and all that. Still be thinking about the job. Do you understand? And you can check what others have done and replicate something similar. Like Horrible say, do not copy and paste. Don't just go and copy somebody's job and paste. Always have your own style to stand out. Do you understand? So please note that, and that is it. So tech next graphics have a question here. I have this client who reached out to me for design service. After negotiation, we reached an agreement to do the work, but he did not reply. Should Okay, the client did not reply. He's asking if he should reach out to the client back. So Mr. Iverson, please.
That is called follow up. Hmm? If anybody send you message and you reach an agreement with that person, it is your responsibility to follow up with that person until they tell you that, okay, hold on, or we'll do it later, or we are not doing it now. It is your responsibility to follow up. It is called follow up. follow up with them, send them message, tell them you are still waiting for them, that you've not heard from them, that you will be happy to work with them. They should let you know when to start when they want you to start the project. You understand? So you need to reach out, you need to follow up. They're your prospects. You need to turn them to a satisfied client. So reach out.
All right. Thank you very much. So tech next. In addition to that, I think, yeah, I'm telling you guys based on experience too. You understand? I had a client that reached out, right? So it took her about a week. She didn't reach out to me back. I sent her rate card and everything. We agreed on price, just the way you narrated, right? So I took it upon myself to like, okay, hello, I'm still interested in working with you guys. I didn't add guys who. So I said, I'm still interested in working with you. What's the update on our last discussion? Blah, 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 blah. So she reached out, and unfortunately, I was opportune to arrange for a meeting with them. You understand? So we had a meeting, and that was how we got the job. So sometimes I was like you, I don't reach out. And I think there was a day I lost out on a job because of such thing. You understand? So please always reach out to them, but do not be desperate. Don't make them feel you're desperate. So this thing has negative and positive side. Do you understand? Don't allow them to see that this guy is desperate too. Do you understand? When you feel desperate, they'll be like you're after the money. Yes, we are actually after the money. Yeah, I'm after the money. So you understand? So you have to reach out with sense. You understand? So tech to challenge. Okay, teach to challenge. Said I know a little about the use of CorelDRAW, but I think Photoshop has a better sophisticated tools, and I want to learn Photoshop tools for design. What do you advise, and how can I learn these tools? Mr. Abelson?
Please go ahead. There is no. You heard Jim when he was saying you can use to or you can use Photoshop. Nobody stops you. Photoshop do an entirely different thing. Even if you want to compare, you compare CorelDRAW and Illustrator because they are both vector-based tools. You understand? So if you're talking about photo manipulation, you're talking about uh, rasterized designs, you can use Photoshop. You can learn Photoshop. You understand? But when it's all these editorial designs, you can flyers, CorelDRAW. You want to talk about vector illustration, CorelDRAW is just great for you. But if you feel like your work is more of photo manipulation, of course. And even without that, there's no harm in knowing more than one tool. You can learn more. If you finish learning Photoshop and you think you still have enough time, you want to learn Illustrator, you can go ahead. You understand? So don't limit yourself to one tool.
All right. So Weibo said, please host. That's you, Mr. Everson. He said, throw more light on the subject monetization.
Like I said before, I think you didn't join the class from the beginning. You may need to watch the video again. I think Jim will be posting it again on the page, right? Monetization is you converting your skills to money, right? Using your skills to fetch money for you. And we mentioned service-based income, where you can render service and people pay you. Maybe designing a logo, you designing editorial designs like brochure, like company profile, or you're doing a social media kit where you create social media flyers, social media designs for businesses online. You understand? For marketing and advertisement. So that's a way you can convert your skill to money. And I've told you guys how you can go about that, reaching out to people, going on Fiverr, Upwork, showing your work so that people get to see you and employ you and call you for work. You understand? And I talk about building a community and educating people, like having a YouTube channel or creating content on TikTok, on Facebook, where uh, when you reach a certain number of people or watch hour, the platforms starts to pay you, right? That is you monetizing your skills through building a community and educating people. You understand? And I talk about building a product where you can package your knowledge, into a product, then upload it on places like Seller, Udemy. You can even sell it on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok to your followers who are aspiring designers, who are young designers. You understand? You can sell it to them. That's product. We talk about products, building a community, and service-based income. So all of that we mentioned uh, from the beginning of the class, and I'm sure you can. Jim will upload it and you can see them again.
All right. Thank you very much. So I think we have said enough, and we've said a lot. So we've had this class is supposed to be an hour. So I think we've had about an hour 30, 39, 40 minutes. So please, um, I think we're gonna round up here. So if I have another host for you guys to tell you things, I'll bring the person here. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and thank you, Mr. Ebelson, for this very cool insight. So, guys, if you want to follow his channel, please, this is the handle Zero Box Studios. Please show him love and support. And let me know, guys, the next person you want me to bring for you guys, and which topic you would like us to touch next. Because YouTube doesn't have a platform where we can chat or communicate apart from the comment section. So please, if you have any topic or anything bothering you, you want us to talk about, drop it in the comment section. I will bring somebody to come and talk to you guys about it. Yeah, I'm not a talking type. I do tutorials, right? So if you have any problem, I'll bring somebody to come and solve it for you. You understand? So guys, thank you guys for being here, and sorry for wasting your time tonight. So see you guys in the next ones.